Where you are is the best place to start. The longest journey on earth start with a step. You cannot tell me that I can't start because of this, because of that. Alibi, excuses, is a thief of greatness. When you see someone that kept giving excuses about not achieving, not succeeding, not becoming what the person is wired to become, you become a failure, complete and total failure. Where you are, ibi tó wà yẹn gangan ó ti lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé tuntun, ó lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìrìn àjò tuntun, ó lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti wọnú ògo tuntun, ó lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti jẹ́ ẹni tí ayé máa wò pé wow. There are several reasons why people don't want to start from where they are. Fear is a false evidence that appears real. Fear is a truncator of destiny. Fear is a crippler. Fear will cause you not to make progress. Do you know it's better to do something and fail than not to do at all? I'm telling someone today, hearing the sound of my voice, where you are, go. I'm not sent to everybody. Every messenger has a message. I am not sent to some people that have made up their mind to live in status quo. Bó ṣe máa wà ní títí láéláé ayé àìnípẹ̀kun. That is some people's determination. But as for me, my special message for everyone today is to let you know that you can start where you are now. Hey, ẹnìkan ní start. Kí ni mo fẹ́ start? Owó ti lọ, ọmọ ti lọ, ọkọ ti lọ, kò sówó, kò síṣẹ́, forget it. What you need is determination. What you need is being resilient. What you need is to tell yourself, whatever. Tàbá wí a máa kú, tàbá wí a ní kú. Já wí ká kú kú kú, tàbá dẹ̀ máa yè káyè. Do you know, when you are afraid of moving, you are afraid of making progress, you are afraid of becoming what you are destined to become, somebody will dare it and become it. And everyone, as you are hearing me now, I'm telling you, you can start from where you are. You can start to build your strength, your resilience, your ability, your capability in the midst of chaos. A champion is not known until you are inside the ring. Enjoy yourself boxing outside, but I know you are strong when you are in the ring. Champion is known in the ring. Come into the ring and let's fight and see who is a champion. You don't know how strong you are, how powerful you are, how resilient you are, how much energy you have until you get to work. You get to business. You get to where you want to get to. You tell yourself, I can't die like this. I can't continue like this. I'm determined. I'm resolute. Beyond reasonable and unreasonable doubt, no one messes with me. I am going to make progress. I can start from where I am. Let me be honest with you. There was this woman. In her car, she had an accident. And her daughter was in the car. And the car somersaulted 3 times. And the 4 tires were up. And she was flung out of the car in an accident. You don't understand. Listen to me. There is something we call energy, determination. When you have chosen not to die in the midst of your storm, tell me the truth. And I'm telling you the truth also. You can start from where you are. You know what this woman did? A woman, not a man. No. Not a macho. Not a man that is building muscles. You know what she did? You know what she did? She pushed the car away. The car went back to normal. And guess what? Took her daughter out of the vehicle. And people asked her, how did you do it? She said, I don't know. That is what happens when you make up your mind, when you are determined to start where you are. That is what happens when you made up your mind. You have made up your mind that nothing can stop me. I'm unstoppable. Do I have ladies and gentlemen, daddy, grandma, mothers in the house that will tell themselves, I'm unstoppable? I hear in my heart so many unstoppable men and women, people that will tell themselves, wherever it is, Yorùbá ní tí ẹṣin bá gbéyàn ṣubú èèyàn tún tún gùn ni. Yorùbá is deep. He said, tọmọdé bá ṣubú àwò wájú. Why? Help, help, help. Somebody, I'm dying, help me. Tágbàlagbà tó bá ṣubú àwò ẹ̀yìn. You know what that means? Pride. Èmi náà mo wá ṣubú, mo wá wà ńlẹ̀ báyìí. You better shut up and seek help. Seek help. Get someone to take you out of your mess and give you a message. Let somebody take you out of the pit and put you in the palace. PP, stop looking back. tó bá jẹ́ pé àní pé story forget story o kò sẹ́ni tó ń sọ story ń bì. Do you know that when you keep telling stories people get angry with you? They are just say ẹjọ́ ẹ̀ ti pọ̀ jù, kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀, ṣé wọ́n nìkan ni? That's how life is. Nobody stays with people in the pit for long. That's deep. Nobody will help you to stay on a spot for long. They can pity you, they can empathize with you, they can sympathize with you at the beginning. But tó bá ti ń pẹ́ ń bẹ̀, tó ti àlàbọ̀run ti ń dẹ̀wù, you are now becoming a complaint manager or engineer or pastor. People will leave you. People don't have time. Time is too short to be in a place where on a consistent basis you are complaining, you are giving yourself 1001 reasons why you are not what you are, or what you are supposed to be, you are not it, and everybody is helping you to potty the house of termites. I have a good news for you, and this is my word for you. Please, you can start from where you are. It is not too late to start. Until you are late, it is not too late. And if somebody say, oh, she's late, he's late, God wants to make it the latest. Your own can become the talk of the town. It's a matter of determination. It's a matter of being resilient. It's a matter of making up your mind and telling yourself, I will make up my mind. I have made up my mind. I'm going to make up my mind to get to where I'm going. It is not too late for me to start. My name is Olufunke Adetuberu. This is She Matters on Fresh FM 105.3, Lagos, the city of excellence. I celebrate all our staffs in Lagos. You are simply the best. On behalf of Dr. Nkaju Elaifele, our leader in Fresh FM, I welcome you to She Matters on Fresh FM 105.3, Lagos, Nigeria. Today's She Matter is going to be powerful. Don't listen alone. Call your friends, your neighbors, your acquaintances, people you know, people you don't know. Just draw their attention to this. So, hey, Yorùbá ni wọ́n ríru eléèrí. Gbogbo yín mi máa kí yín Yorùbá, ẹ má bínú, gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo ti sọ òyìnbó ni. Ẹ má bá mi interpret ẹ̀ṣẹ́ tí mo pé tó bá ṣe wá ní, bọ́n wá ṣe gbé wá náà mo ṣe máa ń gbé síta. Mo fẹ́ kí ẹ bá mi kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn mi tí wọ́n ń gbọ́ mi ní gbogbo orílẹ̀-èdè àgbáyé. Ẹ bá mi máa kí wọn pé Fúnkẹ́ kí yín o, Fúnkẹ́ kí yín, She Matters kí yín o. Mo ti rán gbogbo yín iṣẹ́ nìyẹn. Today is going to be powerful. I have a guest in the house. Yorùbá ní àríro eléèrè àfíndẹ́rùbọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ ni o. So many things happened under the sun. In the cover of clothes, garments. Aṣọ ń bo nǹkan mọ́ra. And some people have been so caged, been so frustrated, been so manipulated and choked to keep quiet. But listen to me and listen to me carefully. You are as sick as your secret. Anything you keep covering is going to decay. Let me give you my story. I used to love my toenails. And the person doing my pedicure will say, Mommy, remove this toenail. I feel leave my nails. I love it. Because most of my shoes are open shoes. I love my nails. And guess what? Ó ṣà ń ṣọyún, ó ń dùn mí. Egbò á wà nínú ẹ̀. Màmá yí gbogbo ẹ̀ mọ́ ní Yorùbá àtòyìnbó nítorí ẹni yìí ó máa powerful, ó dẹ̀ gùn. So mo fẹ́ sáré, mo ṣe sáré sọ̀rọ̀ pé kẹ́ ẹ lè take all you can all you take, to sit on the can, to open the can where you can. That is the essence of today's episode of She Matters. So my nail began to pain me, and I just left it. I will treat it. If any medications, cheap publicity, màá fòògùn sí, màá kì bojú ẹ̀, á máa rùn. Tó bá ti yọ jáde, tó bá ti ń kó jáde, á máa rùn. Màá ní ẹ ṣáà filẹ̀ jẹ́ manage. Mo wá fẹ́ lọ sí Amẹ́ríkà lọ́dún yẹn, mo wá fẹ́ lọ wàásù. Bí èkánná yẹn ṣe yọ nìyẹn. Gbogbo ibi tí mo ti ń wàásù, lórí ilẹ̀ ibi tí mo ti ń wàásù, it was a 3rd floor. Blood was everywhere. My nails was out. Ó jábọ́ sílẹ̀. For 2 weeks, mi ò lè wọ bàtà. For those 3 days conference, mi ní choice mo láti preach fún wọn tó rántí sanwó ticket mi. Guess what? I could not wear slippers, not even shoes, nothing in winter. For 3 days of the conference. And the Holy Spirit said to me, anything you cover will decay. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ń bò lábẹ́ aṣọ, mò ń bò. Abayé ẹ jẹ́, abarun ẹ jẹ́, abọmọ jẹ́, abọjọwájú jẹ́, aba ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ jẹ́. Anything you keep covering will decay. And that was exactly what happened. When people keep secrets, what we are supposed to bring to the public and address it. Of course, I don't address matter anyhow. I'm trained. I've done this for 40 years of my life. Kì í ṣe pé ẹni tó ń jí lánàá tí tọrọ ń wù sọ àbí tẹ́jọ́ ń wúrò tó wá ń rojọ́. No. So whatever I'm doing, I'm intentional. I'm particular about healing and restoration. Get that straight. And if you are hearing me, today is a practical class on She Matters. I have a young girl in the house. Very young girl. She's going to tell us her experience growing up with a father that gave birth to her. Oh, listen. Some of you are saying, forget that one. I've had a lot. As a professional, as a counselor, as a therapist, I've had worse cases. I've handled a case of a man sleeping with his daughter. We use white handkerchief to cover her mouth. And that girl, how old is the girl? The girl is just 7. I will say it in the midst of this program. 7 years old. By the time I took that girl to the hospital for checkup, her private part is like a private part of a woman who had given birth to 4 children. Her daddy has messed her up big time. True story. I brought her on She Matters. The girl and the mother. Ibi tí mi ò like in Nigeria àti Africa sí ni wípé, do you know that the mother was begging me, don't let my husband go to jail. Me dá lóhùn. They send a king to me. Tí bá ti ń jáde lórí program She Matters báyìí wọ́n máa tò ní ẹjọ́ máa wọ́n máa kúnlẹ̀. I will zoom off. Èmi náà lọ́lọ́pàá tó ń ṣọ́ mi so kò le. It's so annoying, so disgusting, because everybody wants to mask. Aṣáfẹ́ bò lábẹ́ aṣọ. A máa wọ ẹ̀kú. A dẹ̀ ń kú sára. Well, I'm here this afternoon. No prejudice, no bias, because I understand the dynamics of what is happening. But for the fact that I know does not mean that somebody will keep abusing and continually do it from generation to generation. Second generation, lele, you will hear the story yourself. My guest is in the house, of course. No name, no face, no identity, but you will hear her voice. And this is her reality, her story, her experience. And that has messed her up. When she tells her story, I will ask her some questions. Has messed her up in a way that she has a scar now at her age because of what her dad did to her. Not only her, was doing to her now, and had done it to, I'm not going to be the one that will say it. Yorùbá ní ẹnu oníkan láti ń gbọ́ pọ́n. Ẹ jẹ́ sáré sọ Yorùbá. Mo ń sọ wípé àwọn nǹkan kan wà tá à ń bò mọ́ra tí ò yẹ ká máa bò. Tá bá bò mọ́ra, ó máa pa wá, ó máa paṣẹ wá, ó máa pọ̀ ọmọ wa, ó máa pọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀, ó máa pọ̀ owó wa. Mo wá sọ pé economy nígbà tí mo tó máa ń dùn mí, ìkọ́nú ẹsẹ̀ mi ó máa ń dùn mí, ẹni tó ń bá mi ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mi á ní àmọ́ mi ẹ yọ ẹ jẹ́ ká clean, ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ́gùn fẹ́ sí, màá ní filẹ̀ o jẹ́ ó máa rà mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀, màá fògùn sí, màá fi gbogbo ẹ̀ sí, á máa rùn. Ẹ mọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ tí wọ́n bá ní egbò nínú ìkọ́nà fungal infection tó bá rùn màá nù kúrò, màá ní ẹ ṣáà filẹ̀, ẹ ṣáà bá ń bò mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ lábẹ́ aṣọ. Ìjọ́ kan mo wá lọ Amẹ́ríkà, mo ń lọ wàásù, wọ́n ti sanwó tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì, ó ṣáà ń dùn mí, á máa dùn mí débi ọpọlọ báyìí, màá ní ẹ filẹ̀ ká máa bò mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó wá dijọ́ yẹn mo ti débi tí mo ti ń wàásù, lórí pẹpẹ báyìí ni ìkànnà ti yọ dànù, ẹ̀jẹ̀ wá ṣe sí gbogbo ibi tí mo ti dúró. Ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì mi wọ bàtà nílùú yẹn, ọjọ́ mẹ́ta tí mo fi wàásù, mi ní choice, mo láti wàásù, wọ́n ti sanwó tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì, mi ò dẹ̀ kú mo fara mọ́ ni o. Mo wàásù ọjọ́ mẹ́ta láì wọ bàtà nínú òtútù. Ẹ̀mí mímọ́ wá sọ fún mi pé gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ bá ń bò báyìí ó máa tú síta, tẹ́ bá ti ń bò ló máa tú síta. So kò sí nǹkan téèyàn bò. Every addict is living on a borrowed time. Nísìnyí mo rí nǹkan kan lórí Instagram tí mò ń wò, mo rí pé ẹni yẹn ó ti ń ṣe àwọn nǹkan kan tí ò yẹ kó ṣe. Kí ló kù báyìí? Àṣírí ti tú. I just said it to myself. I said every addict is living on a borrowed time. Ò bá cover ẹ̀ kó o bò kó o fi ṣe kí ni ká yé gbọ́, kí ni ká ti gbọ́, kí ni kán sọ, ó kàn ń tan rẹ̀ ni. Ajá síta ilẹ̀kẹ̀ má jà ó lé, má jà sóde ibìkan ló máa já sí. Ẹ jẹ́ nǹkan kíní tí mo rí lórí Starblog fún yín. Fake LASTMA officer who made over 1 million naira monthly from extorting motorists sentenced to 2 years imprisonment. Fake LASTMA officer who made over 1 million naira monthly from extorting motorists sentenced to 2 years imprisonment. Ọjọ́ gbogbo ń tó lè. ọjọ́ kan ni tó lóhun, he lied that he was a LASTMA officer. He made 2 million per month. He's in jail now. Which one is more honorable? Be truthful and make money, or be shamed, living a shameful life and make money, and at the end of the day your children, your grandchildren, your great grandchildren orí internet mo ti kà fún yín o, permanently shamed. I would rather be a beggar than to steal or to do what is not right. Welcome my guest. You're welcome.
Yes, ma'am.
No name, no face, no identity. I want you to share your story with us, how it started, what happened. I'm going to allow you to talk. If I have to come in, I'll come in. Tí bá ní láti bá yín tú ní Yorùbá máa bá yín tú. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ rọra fetí yín sílẹ̀ o. Mẹ́wàá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní dúníyàn. Go ahead.
When I was in SS2, so the 5 of us were sleeping in the same room. My dad, my mom, and my younger sister on one bed. Then my younger sister and I on the other bed, because we are 3. So that night, I think my mom went to the toilet. Then the next thing I heard was my sister was crying. I said, what happened to her? She said, daddy's touching my bum bum.
How old is that your sister? Or was
then,
that your?
Then?
Okay.
I think she was 4 years.
4 years old.
So she said, daddy's touching my bum bum. Then the following day, I told my mom. She said I should shut up.
Now hear me. Hear me and hear me good. And I'm saying it with all anger. Because you know, I'm passionate about parenting. I'm conscious of everybody's future. Hear me today. Hear me. Anytime your child comes in to tell you something, it may not be touching bum bum. It may be that auntie is wicked. That auntie is not nice. Don't shut that child up. It's a sign of immaturity. It's a sign of negligence. It's a sign of not worthy to be a parent. I'm angry. That's the truth. To shut the mouth of your child when she's saying something in distress. You are not fit to be a father. You are not fit to be a mother. Take it to the bank. Anytime your child tells you, "Kọ́kọ́ ń ṣe mí," tí ọmọ yín bá wá bá yín pé nǹkankan ń dùn mí, ẹ má ní kó dákẹ́. Ẹ tó ṣe ìyá, ẹ tó ṣe bàbá ní òbí. Tọ́mọ ẹ máa sọ pé ẹ má gbàgbé ìbálòpọ̀ ọ̀ fọwọ́kàn ní ojú ara ọ̀ bí ara. No. Àǹtí yẹn ò like mi. Àǹtí yẹn jágbe mọ́ mi. Àǹtí yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ sí mi bákan bákan. As a parent, you must be alert to that. Because if you are not sensitive, you are not sensible. If you are not alert to that, you are a very, very mi fẹ́ bú yín, but máa bú yín. You are a very foolish parent. Òyìnbó yẹn ò correct, but kò matter. Ẹ lò bẹ́ẹ̀. Very foolish. You know foolishness. Oh foolish Galatians, who has bewitched you? Foolish one in Bible. Because I can't imagine ọmọ tí mo bí tí mo dẹ̀jẹ̀ lé lórí. Somebody said something. Ọmọ yẹn ò ní guts, kò ní boldness láti wá bá yín sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ tún wá sọ fún yẹn ní kó shut up. What are you trying to protect? Come on. You are protecting marriage. You don't have a marriage. Your health is your marriage. Your wealth is your marriage. Your happiness is your marriage. The happiness of your children is your marriage. This child that is being molested at age 4 can never be a good girl. It's not possible. This is my job. I'm beating my chest. She can't. She's going to get pregnant early. She's going to have anger issue. She's going to be misbehaving. 8 years old. She's now 8. That time she's 4. You will hear the story herself. This is her sister talking. Go ahead with your story.
Then the following day, I told my mom. My mom said I should shut up, that my dad can't do such. So when I was waiting for her in the bedroom, I asked her. I said, "Did you always touch it?" He said, "Yes, almost." He said, and she said every day, and it always pain her. So and I went back to school. Then if I come back to school another time, I always asked her. She always said, "He's still touching it."
Imagine. Some of you don't know you are living with a pedophile. You are living with vampires. If you are a pedophile, you are a vampire. You are an addict. You prey on children. You go to prostitutes. You do stuffs. I'm not blaming you. What I'm saying with all passion is you need to protect your child. That's the truth. What is going on in your brain is addiction. I'm a sexual addiction therapist. Send me a message. I will drop my number in this matter. I will not say because you have a weakness, you have a problem, and I will now lose my children. It's not possible. You can't give an alibi or an excuse for someone that is going to destroy your future. She said, the girl, age 4. Ẹ wo, ẹ jẹ́ sáré sọ Yorùbá, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi. Nǹkan tí arábìnrin yìí sọ ni wípé bàbá tó bí ọmọ tó jẹ́ ọmọ ọdún mẹ́rin yẹn sọ pé bàbá máa ń tọwọ́ bọ̀ ní ojú ara. Ó dẹ̀ sọ fún ìyá tó bí lọ́mọ pé màámi, àbúrò mi tẹ́ ẹ bí sọ pé dádì bá mi ṣe pọ̀ lójú ara. Ẹ dẹ̀ bò mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó mà ṣe o. Ẹni kò gbẹnu dákẹ́. Ó wá ní òun tún padà lọ bí ọmọ yẹn pé ṣé dádì ṣì ń ṣe, òun á lọ school á padà. Ó ní dádì ṣì ń ṣe, ojú ara ń dùn. Wọ́n tún béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ó tún lójú ara ń dùn. Màmá ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ní kó gbẹnu dákẹ́, ọkọ òun ò lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Hear me. Yorùbá ní inú mi mo mọ̀, mi ò mọ̀ inú ẹ̀dín kejì mi. Èèyàn gan ò mọ̀ rẹ̀. Ẹni tí mo sọ níbẹ̀rẹ̀ program yìí pé mọ́tò ẹ̀ somersault. Ọmọ ẹ̀ dẹ̀ wà nínú mọ́tò, ó dẹ̀ yí mọ́tò padà, ó gbọ́mọ ẹ̀ jáde. Ṣó lè sọ pé òun lè gbọ́mọ òun jáde in the scene of that accident? Kò lè sọ now. Nobody can predict what you will do when you are under pressure. So, letting someone get away with molestation on a child that you gave birth to, and you are so unintelligent, trusting that your husband or your wife cannot do that, that is an act of foolishness. Unfortunately, ẹ jẹ́ n bèrè iṣẹ́ woman yìí kí n lè ṣàlàyé àárín yẹn. What is your mother's profession?
She's a police officer.
Her mother is a police officer. A woman that is trained to be sensitive professionally, to be alert professionally, to handle a criminal. But let me be honest with you. If you are hearing me today, tó bá ti fẹ́ ọkọ, tó bá ti ní ìṣòro ìbálòpọ̀, ìwọ náà ní ìṣòro láyé ẹ. We call you enabler. If you have a child, or if you have a wife or a husband that is misbehaving, and you are not confident enough to bring that person to book, is a sign that you are also an enabler. Enabling is a type of addiction. You have become Mrs. Fix-It. And another thing that is wrong with that woman is that she's in denial. She just denied. Kí ló wà ńbẹ̀? Ẹ mọ̀ pé denial has a way of making you feel okay. Kò sí problem, everything fine. She was using denial at the expense of her 4-year-old child, that she should have opened up, told her husband pé, my dear honey, whatever you call each other, your daughter, not on my watch. Kò ní dé gbangba tó délé ni o. I told you, every addict is living on a borrowed time. It won't come to the public now as it is. Hear me. Whatever you are struggling with, and you don't address it now, it's going to show you pepper not too long from now, because it will come to the public place, and that place you can't cover up, you can't shield it. It's public. Go ahead with your story.
So last week I saw him doing the same thing with my son.
Now, how old are you? I'm coming to your story now. How old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
This girl is 20. She's so beautiful. Beautiful girl. She's 20. Hear what she said. She had a child at 20. Are you married?
No, ma.
She's not married. Now, this is a bomb from a father that is it that man? Is it the same father with you, and that's your sister of 4 years?
Yes, ma.
Wow. Damaged human being is in the studio today. She's 20. She actually brought her baby to the studio. Can you see when I scream about family system, when I talk about parenting, when I talk about things, some of you will think, don't show Benin, pa radio, I'm not sent to you. Every messenger has a message. And tó bá rán mi sí ni mo máa jíṣẹ́ fún. Wọ́n lè tó rán yàn ṣẹlẹ̀ yàn bẹ̀rù ẹni tó máa jíṣẹ́ fún. This is a 20-year-old girl. She has a child on the watch of that woman police, on the watch of a father that is a pedophile. Now guess what? Her son, her child is a boy. Please tell me your experience with your daddy.
And he's lazy. Like, he's not ready to struggle for the family at all. Like, he has never paid our school fees before. Even to buy food is a problem. Like, to buy food stuff.
How did you get pregnant? No name, no face, no identity. At 20, what happened? Tell me your story of having a child at 20 and you are not married. Don't forget, she has made a statement. I will just round it off. Mama sọ yòókù, ó ti yé mi ìdí tó fi ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. But mo fẹ́ kẹ́yìn èèyàn tó tẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi kẹ́ lè mọ̀ pé mo mọ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ. Ẹ rí i pé ìdí tó fi pé 20 tó fi lọ gboyún tó fi gbọ́ ọmọkùnrin tí ó rí i pé kí lè ẹni dáàdi ẹ̀ kí what did you say your dad is doing to your son?
He was touching his bum too.
Ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ti ọwọ́ bọ private part àwọn ọkùnrin yẹn. So you want to turn this one to homosexual or heterosexual. The other one is turned to an addict already. My name is Olufunke Adetuberu. The program is She Matters. I'm an intentional woman. I'm very passionate. So whatever you perceived about me, it doesn't really matter. Let me do what I'm paid to do and get out of this world, because I must die empty. I will never take anything to where I'm going, because you don't need these things in the grave. And the graveyard is the richest place, because people don't have dreams, they don't have visions, they don't do anything anymore. Listen to me, and listen to me profoundly and carefully. When I talk like this, I need to digress and talk to the younger ones. Some of you are struggling in your marriage today because you saw it coming, but you were oblivious. Ìfẹ́ fọ́jú, marriage alájú yẹn. Wàá bò mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀, o desperate, o fẹ́ jẹ̀bẹ̀ kíákẹ́ ẹbí ń pa ẹ́. It was desperation that made Esau to end as an insult. You are under pressure. Ó yẹ kí n marry, ó yẹ kí n lọ́kọ, ó yẹ kí n settle down. Ibi téèyàn máa ti wọ one chance pẹ̀lú ọkùnrin nìyẹn o. Mama àwọn ọmọ yìí, she's a police officer. She had the privilege and the opportunity to choose right. Let me lọ sẹ́yìn díẹ̀ sí, mama lọ sẹ́yìn lọ síwájú. I just thought of it that what would have made this woman to marry a man that will now be sexually assaulting her children? Tó bí fún. Can you please tell me about your grandpa and your grandma, your parents? I'm coming back to you. I want to make a point for people to understand that this thing, when you are from a dysfunctional home, you naturally marry a dysfunctional husband or wife. Tell me about your grandpa and your grandma. The question I'm asking now is, how did she find herself, her mommy found herself in an abusive marriage? Mo wá fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé daddy ńkọ́, mommy ńkọ́. Tell me about your mommy's, especially your mother's background.
I don't really know anything about.
You don't know anything about daddy, grandpa and grandma?
Yes, ma'am.
What about your daddy's side?
What I know is that they love fighting. Like, they always fight.
Your grandpa?
Yes.
Your grandpa?
Even my daddy's siblings also.
All your daddy's siblings. Your grandpa, on your daddy's side, they're always fighting.
Yes,
Shetigbo. Because when I talk like this, you guys don't know that there is no institution in the world that have not gone to training to understand why do people enter trouble, why do people marry wrongly. And I'm shouting, do premarital counseling. You better don't marry without. If this woman police had done a premarital counseling, I would have helped her and helped the man and tell them the reality of what is going on in their lives. So tó bá máa fi gbé ọmọ wá sáyé tó fi máa bímọ, wọn ò ní hand the baton over to àwọn ọmọ yìí. Ọmọ tó wá sórí rédíò sí òun náà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ life tiẹ̀ o. If she's not well managed, she will have 4 children for 4 different men. Kò ń ṣe pé because she's here, I'm going to ask her questions. That tells you that when I'm talking like this, please hear me and do something with your struggle. Do something with your struggle. Do something with your family system. Do something with your family background. Don't just think, what will be, will be. What will be, will not be. You have to be intentional about sickness. You have headache. Oh, ṣe nǹkan sí. Ó lè di brain tumor. You have to do something. That's why you do therapy, you do counseling. Of course, you pay for therapy, you pay for counseling. If you go to the hospital, you pay for your treatment. It's not free. But you are not saying, oh, I don't want to see that counselor, I don't want to see that therapist, because I don't have money, so you want to die. Emotional wounds is worse than physical wounds. Emotional wounds you don't see, physical wound you can see. Physical wound can heal anyhow. Emotional wounds does not heal anyhow. You have to be intentional about treating it. Please go ahead with your story. How did you come about being pregnant? How old is your son?
4 months.
She's 4 months. So you got pregnant before 20. You got pregnant at 19, a teenager. Tell me the story. No name, no face, no identity. Open your mind and say what it is that happened.
Yes, I had a boyfriend when I was 17. Then later I got pregnant and he denied it.
Wow. She got pregnant at 17. Can you look at the pain the mother will be going through? Because she didn't do premarital counseling. Because she did not know. And for the fact that you don't know, if you don't know better, you cannot do better. Can you imagine the pain that she's going through? The challenge, the torture of having a daughter, beautiful girl. You need to see this girl. She's pretty. And she was exposed to boyfriend at, how old were you then? 17. Why? Because the father who is a hero, a father who is her image. I've written 64 books. One of them is Love Note to Fathers. When a father is not in the picture of a child's life, the child becomes vulnerable. The child is exposed to all sorts. All sorts. If the father, my daughter, my pretty daughter, 30 shere, boyfriend at 17. You understand what I'm saying? It's not boyfriend at 17. It's how do I go to university and become my best at 17. I've seen 17-year-old girl that graduates with a first class because their father was there. You want to blame this girl? You can't blame her. Blaming her is wickedness on her part. Did she force you to bring her to the world? Did she insist that parent me by force? You are the one that had sex and you had her. Please, let's stop being wicked and unfair in the lives of her children. She got pregnant at 19. She started having sex at 17. Follow me on Instagram. My handle is Olufunke Adetuberu. I talk about being sex wise as parents on Instagram Live. I talk about your story, your reality on Instagram Live. I talk about, is it toxic or not, on my Instagram Live. I also talk on a lot of things, asking questions. Please follow me. My handle is Olufunke Adetuberu. Follow me and learn wisdom. Because now, the boy refused the pregnancy. Child. The boy refused the pregnancy. That is something, my brain just shut down. And that's the truth. A 20-year-old girl now, carrying this handsome baby without a man that will take responsibility. I feel like crying, but I won't cry. Not taking responsibility now. The father is useless. The 4-year-old girl that the father has started sexually assaulting, she's 8. That's another pregnancy before 20. She cannot be up to 20 before she starts having sex, because her sexuality has been opened. And some of you think I'm just talking because I don't have anything to say. Some of you think I'm just talking because I'm useless or I don't have work. No! I'm concerned about my generation. I'm concerned about the future of a child that you brought to this world by yourself without anybody forcing you to bring them. To me, it is not fair on every child or any child you brought to this world and you are not ready to protect, to nurture, to sacrifice, to care for. Is not fair. And I'm saying it with all sense of responsibility and integrity of my heart. That parents, please, young girls, young boy, please, if you are not ready, don't be ready. Don't have sex. Don't bring children to this world that will mess them up. If she had met me, she wouldn't be pregnant. She would have brought back her self-esteem despite what her daddy is doing. Now, she's not financially okay. The boy is rejected. You know that baby in her hand now is a rejected child. Though. Can you see the network? Can you see the web? Is she going to be happy breastfeeding that child? Is she going to be happy to tell her friends that I'm a mother at 20? Is she going to nurture that boy well? Can a 20-year-old girl be a mother who is not married? If you are 20 and you have graduated and you are married, why not? And your husband loves you, excuse me, you can marry at 19 if you are ready. But this is a pregnancy she never wanted. This is a sexual activity that she got herself into because, of course, a thing was set in her mind when her sister said, my daddy is touching my private parts. Her sexuality was exposed wrongly. Don't forget, follow me on Instagram as I'm talking, and as a parent or as an individual, go and quickly go back and listen to my being sex wise as parent. You will understand what I'm saying now. It's not fair. But I'm trusting that her crossing my path, something will happen to her. But I'm using this opportunity and this platform to ask everyone, especially you that you've experienced such a thing before, to assist her. To assist her. Let her be able to survive and have another life. Now, let me say this to everyone hearing the sound of my voice today. If your child gets pregnant before time, don't tell her, you have become a mother. OTD aniye, OTD baba niye. Your school is stopped. Don't do it. She can still go back to school. Actually, she's back in school. Yes, tell me. You are back in school, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
She's back in a private university. Yes, she needs to have life. She needs to become what she's destined to become. Her child should not be a point of a permanent scar. Permanent scar. The boy has refused to take the child. She has to nurture that child for life. Her father not doing anything. Her mother is carrying scars. Children that are scars are mad. M-A-E-R-E-D, not mad, not M-A-D. Wọ́n ti lápá. Ẹ jẹ́ n sáré sọ Yorùbá tó ló dà pé òyìnbó mo sọ jù báyìí. Mo sọ fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi pé nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe yìí, nǹkan tẹ́ ń dánwò yìí, kẹ́ lọ ṣègbéyàwó láì kẹ́kọ̀ọ́, kẹ́ wá rán àwọn ọmọ wá sáyé kán wá máa jìyà. Ẹ wo arábìnrin ọmọ ọdún 17 ni nígbà tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní boyfriend. Ó yá, ẹ mọ̀ pé bàbá ti ń bá àbúrò ẹ̀ lò pọ̀ ní kékeré. Wọ́n ti ṣí ọpọlọ ẹbí ìbálòpọ̀, wọ́n ti ṣílẹ̀ fún. Kò sí bàbá tó máa kọ pé ṣé mọ̀ pé ó lè lo mẹsẹ̀ ó lè tọ̀ lórí àpáta. Bàbá ọmọ ló máa sọ fún pé báyìí ni àbọ̀ yẹn má dá lóhùn. Well, if I see you with my daughter, tí n bá rí ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ọmọ mi, màá fàdà gé àyà sá lọ. Kò sí bàbá ń gbà tó yẹ pé bàbá gan anything tó bá ti wọ skirt bí obìnrin ló ń bá lọ téèyàn fi ń ṣe débi ọmọ tó bínú. Ó ti sọ di pé ó lọ lóyún at 19, 20 ní báyìí ó ti bímọ ọkùnrin. Bàbá ẹ̀ tún wá ń fi ọwọ́ síbi ojú ara ọmọ ẹ̀ ọkùnrin nínú rúùfù kan náà. If I have my way, if you can help me to help her, she needs to leave that house. I'm going to do a lot of confrontations, just be watching me. But most importantly, I want her to be able to go to school, finish school, take care of her child, and let her become another voice of victory in her generation and say, well, I made a mistake when I was 19, I got pregnant, but my mistake has turned to a miracle because I have people that supported me to survive and to become what I'm destined to become. And I don't want to continue living with a man that will molest my son again. Because now let me explain to you, how did it happen? I mean, explain to us now, how did it happen that you now notice that what daddy did to your sister is now doing it to your son? That man is a pedophile. A pedophile is a person that sexually prey on children. Yorùbá wo máa ṣe sọ yẹn náà o àfipá bá ọmọdé lò pọ̀ ní bàbá ẹ̀ tó fi lè ṣe sọmọbìnrin tó tún ṣe sí ọmọ ọkùnrin kó sá kúrò ńbẹ̀ ló pè mí and I have no apologies for that statement because a pedophile is always a pedophile. Mo mọ̀ pé gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti ń gbọ́ mi báyìí inú ti ń bí yín ẹ kọ́ fọlọ́pàá gbé kọ́ da gbogbo ẹ̀rú ẹ gbọ́ mi ẹ gba òun gbàgbèrè he needs therapy he needs help. I mean, of course law can take his course but it's not about the law. The man is sick, mentally ill. Sexual struggle is not in the glands, it's in the brain. We need to retrain his brain. He has a problem. I don't compromise and I don't believe in compromise. Mo ti rán àwọn kan lọ sẹ́wọ̀n rí dáadáa because they preyed on a child. But this one saved this girl's life. That's my passion, that's my pain. How did you know that what your dad did to your junior sister at age 4 is now doing it to you? Your sister is 8 now. She's now doing it to your own son. Go ahead and tell us.
Can I speak Yoruba?
Speak Yoruba.
Mo fẹ́ lọ wẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ yẹn ni so dáàdi mi náà dẹ̀ wà nílé cause wọn ò ṣe anything so máa lọ gbọ́mọ sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ wọn so máa fẹ́ lọ mú tó wẹ̀ nínú yàrá mo ṣe ní wọn tán ṣe same thing ni mo wá dúró síbi ilẹ̀kùn mo mú wọn so bọ́n ṣe wá gbọ́ pé mo move ẹsẹ̀ báyìí wọ́n sáré yọ wọn kúrò like inú yẹn sáré run mí wá so máa ní pé kí n lọ gbé ọmọ wọn á ní kílé tí mo fẹ́ gbé ọmọ pé orí tèmi ò pé so tí mo sáré lọ pé ẹ̀gbọ́n mọ́mì mi so ẹ̀gbọ́n mọ́mì ló wá fún mi ní nọ́mbà yẹn.
so ẹ̀gbọ́n mọ́mì yẹn tó fún ẹ nọ́mbà mi wọ́n wà wọn náà wà ń bí lẹ́yìn.
no àbúrò mọ́mì lẹ́yìn.
àbúrò mọ́mì nìyẹn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
jẹ́ sọ fún wọn nǹkan tó ṣe ló sọ fún wọn mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀. àǹtí ẹ wá fún mi ní ìṣẹ́jú méjì ṣé ń gbọ́ mi ẹ máa bọ̀ because ṣe mọ̀ pé gbà mí ẹlòmíì lè rò pé àròsọ ọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n jọ ń kú cock and bull story èmi ò ń cock and bull tí mi bá ní evidence tí mi ní prove èmi ò kí ń ṣe nǹkan kan ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ máa bọ̀ ẹ gbé bébì yẹn wá ẹ máa bọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí n fún ọ láàyè kan sọ nǹkan tí ó sọ fún yín ẹ wá bá mi sọ lórí program.
bó ṣe sọ fún ẹ̀gbọ́n wa àwọn tiẹ̀ wá shock because period ìgbà tó fi lóyún náà and try láti bí pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ because bàbá ẹ̀ wọ́n máa ń fẹ́ lé possession sórí ọmọ yìí wọ́n jẹ́ kí àwọn family bàbá ẹ̀ gan kan ráyè ara nǹkan táwọn yẹn gan fi reject ọmọ nìyẹn wọ́n reject ọmọ because bàbá yẹn ń pariwo pé òun ò ní jẹ́ kán gbé ọmọ òun kúrò lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ òun pé òun lòun ní nígbà tó máa sọmọ lórúkọ wọn sọmọ ní Mọ́rẹ́níkejì.
ẹ̀gbọ́n náà ọmọ tó lóyún at 19 tó bímọ at 20 ní ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ yín lọ.
so ìyẹn ló wá mú wa láti máa bí pé ṣé kìí ṣe pé bóyá nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣé kìí ṣe dáadé ẹ̀ gan ló bẹ́ẹ̀ sùn tó fi ó dẹ̀ ní rárá so later after tó bímọ yẹn ló wá pé bí a few weeks ago ló wá pé àǹtí wa ló wá sọ fún wọn ló ṣe narrate everything báwọn ṣe pè mí nìyẹn pé kí n sì jẹ́ kó jẹ́ within ourselves pé kí n gbọ́ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ so later la wá pé ìgbà tá a wá ṣàtẹ̀wọ̀ pé ṣé ká lọ inform Reverend Funke Adetuberu wọn wá ní
Funke Adetuberu
bẹ́ẹ̀ immediately ló náà ó agree so bó ṣe agree yẹn gan ó jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé so there is even more about this issue la ṣe wá ní kó contact wọn bó ṣe sọ fún wa we are not ourselves àwọn gbogbo wa kò tẹ̀ sẹ́ni tó wà okay because even our sister she is in bondage but she never see things that is bad concerning this torí ó sọ fún màmá ẹ̀ sọ pé kó gbẹnu ẹ̀ sọ̀hún pé ṣe bí ó mọ̀ pé bàbá òun like ọmọ kékeré.
bàbá ẹ̀ like ọmọ yẹn òkè ó kàn wo bíi pé ó kàn bọ́ ọmọ ṣeré ni tí ọmọ ọdún mẹ́rin àtọ́jọ́ ti pọ́ ọmọ ọdún mẹ́jọ mo wish kí n rí
mentally ó dẹ̀ ń disturb ẹ̀ because gbogbo time tó bá wà ní school àwọn lecturer gan máa ń disturb ẹ̀ pé kí ló dé tó kí n concentrate sí.
ó ti wà ní school kò concentrate ọlọ́mọ ẹ̀kọ́ owó tún jóná o ìṣẹ́ni bó ṣe ń sọ síta gan ó ń jẹ́ kí healing máa ṣẹlẹ̀ because ṣàmọ̀ à ń sọ̀rọ̀ yín sìn ó dàbí pé àròsọ ni òun lẹ́ ń gba àwọn family rẹ̀ o.
òun gan sọ fún rẹ̀ pé bóun ṣe sọ síta pé there is a burden lifted from her.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
pé inú òun dùn pé òun tiẹ̀ lè sọ so bó dẹ̀ tún ṣe send the voice message sí wọn náà ó ní pé òun wà lifted bá a ṣe ń bọ̀ ló tún ṣàlàyé torí period ìgbà tó fi lóyún bàbá yẹn lé wọn kúrò nílé màmá ẹ̀ a ní láti wọ́n ti gbalé wọ́n sanwó lé suddenly ni wọ́n bá sọ pé àwọn padà lọ sínú ilé ìgbà tán máa délé wọ́n ti ta some of the property kan laptop tó fi ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní school bàbá ẹ̀ ti ta wọ́n ta generator. Wow. Then basically wọ́n wá máa sọ pé ọmọ yìí ò pé kò sẹ́ni bọ̀dọ̀ tó lè gbé kúrò àwọn màmá grandmother ọmọ yìí máa fẹ́ gbé but because of his action wọ́n máa wò pé káwọn má tún lọ fa wàhálà wọn ò jẹ́ kí wọ́n lè ní access ọmọ.
ẹ ṣe ìtẹ́ sọ yẹn ó ṣe pàtàkì but let me just tell you everyone listening to me today ẹ rí i pé tí n bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ kì í ṣe pé mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ torí pé nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ìtara ọmọ, ìtara pé àwọn ayé kan lélẹ́yìí. Ẹ wá ní ọmọ jáde ó di adigunjalè, ọmọ jáde ó di kidnapper, ọmọ jáde ó di yahoo, ọmọ jáde ó mú oríṣiríṣi ń ta, gbogbo ẹ̀ lélẹ́yìí. This is the foundation. Now, I'm not blaming that man. If that man would agree to come for therapy, if he's not a narcissist, if he does not have a personality disorder, and he comes to therapy, you will cry for his own story. But it tó bá mi ni pé, how do we save this girl? How do we save this girl? How do we handle this matter? How do we salvage the situation that is on ground? And I'm appealing to all our listeners today. At least you can be a help. I didn't say you can help. You can be a help. You can do anything to make sure that this girl is back to her life, back on her feet, back to be a woman, and of course marry again, settle down again, have a life. Not now. She's still in school. You can assist me to put her in a, of course she's already in school. You can assist me to join in keeping her in school, and of course taking care of this child, getting her a roof over her head. And I'm not getting her a roof over her head to start sleeping around and be misbehaving. I'm giving her a close monitoring. This is a project in my hand. I want you to understand that when a woman is damaged like this is She Matters. When a woman is damaged like this, her generation is damaged, her future is damaged, her choices of marriage is damaged. Her future is damaged. A lot of things. Ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn ní kò lè concentrate in school. Owó tí ó sì téèyàn fi rán ọmọ lọ school kó tún wá má concentrate, because she's still not in an environment that enables sanity and serenity. She's not in an environment that brings peace to her life. She's not in an environment that will make her to concentrate. How do you want to go to school and you are going back to the house and you know your father is touching your son's private parts? You know your father is so possessive of your son. You know you can't live, you can't survive, you can't concentrate, you don't have food, you don't have money, you don't have clothing. How do you want her to be the best she wants to be? There's somebody hearing me now as I'm talking to you. Compassion is gripping you. Don't shut the bowel of that compassion. Respond to this girl. Let her be able to know that mistakes can be turned to a miracle. Change can come after an error. Some of you are listening to me. You made a similar mistake. Your first son, your first daughter is grown up now. You are back in school. You have become a doctor, a banker, a lawyer. Some people are hearing me now. You are back on your foot and on your feet. Either ways, you can help her to become the best that she's wired to become. She's quiet, unassuming, innocently looking, but she's been damaged. And listen, help only come from people that have compassion. Don't shut your bowels. I'm soliciting for her that you will help her. There's nothing that you do. It's only leaving your hand. It's not living your life. It's gone into your future, the future of your children. Anything you do for this girl or you do to her, helping them and the child to be out of this toxicity, guess what? You are doing it for yourself. Oshefure, it has not left your hand. It's gone to the future of your children. It's going to the future of your children that might want to make mistake at 16, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and get pregnant at 20. Be mi ṣe máa rí life nìyẹn. Ìtorí ẹ̀ mo ṣe máa change. What would I say? Thank you so much for making yourself vulnerable. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Respond to us.
Welcome.
Thank you for coming. Okay. She didn't even know what to say. She's flabbergasted. She's overwhelmed. I believe that we're going to help. I know I have amazing audience on She Matters, and I know they can assist me to give her life. More life. Assist me to give her more life. If I have 20 of them, which I have more than 20 of them, that we are helping, you can join me to give her a life to live and to enjoy her future and still bounce back. My passion is actually for her to bounce back. The issue of her mom and her dad, probably I'll still have to bring them on the program, because I'll press some buttons and I'll make them to come to the public. If I have to do that, I will do it. If I don't have to do it, I will just save this once and let it go. I want to say a very big thank you to all our listeners today. It's been awesome. It's been powerful. I have been so tensed up. I've been emotional about this episode because I know everyone stems from a home, and your home is where you become. Is your home front that makes you or mar you. Everything stems from the family system. Once again, I want to say a very big thank you to everyone. On behalf of Dr. Olufunke Adetuberu, the visionary leader of Fresh FM Nigeria, thank you so much for listening. To help, the number to text, to voice note, or to WhatsApp, some of you have my number, is +234 80 232 42389. You want to help her in a way, baby clothes, anything. You want to get her accommodation, whatever it is. The number to text, to voice note, or to WhatsApp is 080 232 42389. My name is Olufunke Adetuberu. Don't forget, the number is, please don't call that number. I don't pick calls. I can't be picking 1,000 calls at a meeting. 080 232 42389. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye bye.